はい、いつもご視聴いただきありがとうございます。ニュージードリフトライフのたけしです。今日はですね、ここハンプトンダウンズで行われているドリフトフォースに来てるんですけども、天気はね、こんな感じでちょっと曇ってるかなみたいな感じなんですけどもね、今日またね、面白い車があったんで、これを紹介してみたいと思います。これですね、S2000 のドリフトカー。これね、僕ニュージーランドで見るのは多分これ初になるんじゃないかなというふうに思うんですけども、これ実はね、ニュージーランドのね、ハミルトンとかオークランドが北島なんですけど、南島のレースで走ってる車両、これが来年の D1NZ に向けてですね、これからセットアップをしていくと。でしかもこれがたまたまね、昨日南島から運んでこちらに届いたばっかりという感じのマシンらしいです。今日はね、こちらの車をフォーカスしてみたいと思います。それでは行ってみましょう。Hi man.
How you going, mate?
Yeah, that's pretty good, man. That car looks awesome on the truck.
Thank you, thank you. It's, they're obviously pretty rare. They got a really bad rap for being hard to drift, and then everyone kind of abandoned them. But I liked Hondas, so here we are. Let's give it a go. I've had basically all the Nissans before.
Yep. All right.
I've had Mazdas, the Toyotas, the JZXs. I've been through bits and pieces of everything.
Yeah.
When I got my license, I got into Hondas, and I always thought Hondas were cool, and this is their only rear-wheel drive one.
Right.
And it's different, and like obviously all the Nissans and all the proven chassis are very good for drifting, and this is definitely not anything like that. So I know I've done it the hard way, but it also stands out more, and hopefully it helps me stand out a bit more, so I can get people supporting me, so I can do drifting.
Can you explain about the setup?
Yeah. So. Basically, engine-wise, that's the standard 2-litre motor that comes in them.
Right.
F20C. Pretty standard as far as the long block goes. It's currently got Calford springs and retainers in it, and ARP heat bolts just because I've had the head off. But otherwise, the complete long block aside from that. Because this has been making 600 wheel on ethanol.
Wow.
For too long, basically. for too long. Like that turbo there is maxed out. That's what's holding it back from making more power. Not that I want to push it anymore. I've got I'm building a forged engine for this.
All right.
And they've gone all out on the head. I've got these guys behind me as well are involved with the new engine.
Right.
That's like Top Performance, Jay's Racing, and Marlon people I've got a big boy sleeve motor coming in.
So, have you done some front suspension or some knuckle?
Yeah. So when I was drifting all my Nissans and Mazdas and things, I got into steering geometry, making my own knuckles for the Sylvias and lower arms and and started to understand all that and got. I'm trying to always learn how all the stuff sort of works. So basically, this front end is all my own design.
All right.
As far as I basically told the engineer this is what I needed to do.
Yes.
And he took it out of my brain and turned it into metal that was onto the car.
So this is not the aftermarket something. It's just like an original.
Original by me basically, because there is no aftermarket. There's probably I want to say 4 or 5 competitive drift car S2000s in the world, I know the guys because we often talk. You know what I mean? After I got the HGT sequential.
HGT. Yeah.
I basically went from standard gearbox straight to HGT. I knew where I had to be with the car to do D1, and all the pro cars have winters, sequentials, and big grunty motors, and so the diff setup. Basically, after the Mount Smart round of D1 this year, I watched a few cars take off and change into second gear before even covering their own length. And I was like, I need to get into that sort of diff as well, because I had this R200 swapped, Nissan R200 diff before. And basically, on my budget, I just made it work, same how I've been creative with everything else on the car. I got Ben from Goodman Engineering actually helped me with it. We got a sprint car spool diff and modified it and made it independent and shoved it in the back and using 350Z axles. And that's it. And that's
like a whole mix together, right?
It cost me, after selling the R200 stuff, it cost me basically $2,000 to put that diff in it, including buying the diffs. So
it's absolutely cheap.
Other than that, the ramp obviously looks beautiful because of because of Tiger Tint. The stickers were printed out, but all the little graphics, all the little dots, everything like hand applied. Crazy amount of hours gone into that.
Yeah,
And
nice job, though.
thanks, man. Yeah.
You planning to compete the D1Z next season?
D1 and the D1 and the Pro.
Series. Oh,
yeah,
wow.
the Pro Series. Yeah. So I've actually done a round of Pro already when they came down to Christchurch.
All right.
But my car still had the factory cable handbrake then, factory gearbox,
Oh.
and to be honest, I did kind of stand out. They were happy to have me back. That I like conducted myself professionally, and they were happy with that. So they invited me to come back, and then they saw how I built my car and invited me to just do Pro. So stoked for the opportunity to do that. I want to do well. I'm happy with like all the support that I got, to like make it as professional of a season as I can and keep the car reliable. Everyone says they don't know how it's lasted as long as it has.
Thanks for that. Yeah.
No worries, man. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks. I look forward to see you on the track.
Yeah, will do.
Cheers, man. これ珍しい。ニュージーランドで僕初めて見たかもしれない。この S2000 のドリフトカー。まず外装から見ていきましょうね。この S2000 ですけど、フロントがなんかこれどこのなんだろうな。ほんと後付けのワイドになるタイプのフェンダーがついてますね。ナックルをね、自分のレシピで作られてるで。HGT のシーケンシャルで、4つサイドもついてるっていうね。なんかこのリアのウイングがもういかにもドリシャって感じで面白いなこれ。 S2000 にダブルキャリツインキャリパーってなかなか見たことなかったな。これにウィンターのデスクがスピードウェイから持ってきたウィンターのデスクそのままつけてるらしい。リアのタイヤがロード X の263518、いわゆるセミスリックってやつですね。フロントが2354018セミスリック。面白い。ボンネットルーフもカーボン調になってる。カーボン調なのかカーボンなのか。
The one on the right. It revs up real quick. I don't want to have to do the motor tomorrow.
ちょっと意外と山が登ってるなといった感じでございます。こういうマシンがまたニュージーランド国内にね、来年の D1NZ に参加されるってことで、これ楽しみですよね。やっぱそうやって違うチャージでこうなんか参戦すると、やっぱ他の今回のねスポンサーのジェイズレーシングがやっぱなんでスポンサーでねこの車を持ってくるかっつったら、やっぱりS2000 で、その S2000 のエンジンだからですよね。こんな感じですね。今回の動画はこれで終わりになります。ニュージードリフトライフではニュージーランド在住のドリフターってところを使ってですね、車系の動画いろいろ上げてますんで、もしよかったらいいねとチャンネルフォローの方よろしくお願いします。それではまた次の動画でお会いしましょう。どうも。